Hey guys, Ian here from Mid America Prep. Thanks for tuning in and watching. This video is going to go back to the roots of the channel. And obviously my channel is based around prepping and being prepared. I personally have been prepping for now close to 10 plus years. Actually hardcore prepping. The reasons I prepare, or I am prepared, very well may differ from my neighbors, my best friends, yours, or those who don't even prepare or even think of it. It's very clear that I think different than a lot of people. I prepare for a wide range of things happening, whether it be, local domestic terrorism, foreign terrorism, economic collapse, personal financial collapse, a downturn in my finances, the loss of a job, or the loss of a family member, or somebody's health care going sour and having to take care of them and not being able to work and that kind of stuff. And with my preps, there's firearms training, there's food, there's gear and equipment that I purchase and I test it out and I make sure it's going to actually work in the long run. I can tell you this right now, that for many years I have been called crazy for doing what I do, as many preppers have been. It's very interesting. During the 8 years of Obama being in the White House, people who were preparing during that time were typically stereotyped as right-wing, conservative, gun nuts, who are just crazy, what I would say, white supremacist, rebel flag flying rednecks, which is not true. Preppers are of all political realms, all social statuses. I know preppers personally who want to prepare for whatever it is, and they smoke weed. They're not liberals, they're not Democrats, they just want to smoke some weed. I am a prepper, I am not a Democrat, and I don't smoke weed. I don't approve of it. You want to smoke weed and that kind of thing, everything is all is a Mod Podge. Everybody comes together one way or another, as to the reasons as to why they're prepping. Now, like I said, I mentioned the last 8 years during Obama's presidency were very hectic in the prepping community. We, as a nation, and really as the world, didn't know where we were going to go next. Where the next day was going to lead us to. Was it going to lead to another war? Was the economy going to be good? Were you going to have a job the next day? Were you going to have insurance the next day? We really didn't know. And if you did, congratulations. I was trying to prepare myself for within the next 6 months, financially wise or food wise and that kind of thing, firearm wise. I can tell you that from 2010 to 2011, I was called crazy by my now wife for buying as much ammunition as I did. Through 2011, up to, through the election of 2012 of Barack Obama, she hated going to the store with me because every time I'd go to a big box store that sold ammo, I was buying a box of ammo. I was buying, a brick of 22 or a couple hundred rounds of 9mm or 223, and she just didn't understand why I was doing it. Now, she thinks the same way I do, but she didn't understand at the time, why I was spending so much time and money doing this. And then suddenly, 2012, Barack Obama got reelected. The economy wasn't the greatest. Firearms shot up once again. Ammo prices shot up once again. But who wasn't hurting? Myself. I was not hurting in the firearms realm of my prepping. I had ammunition to go shoot, to train. I had firearms to use. Firearms that I bought at half the price that they were going at the time. And so I wasn't hurting like most people were. Now, come the presidency of Donald Trump, we are now under the risk of a potential war with North Korea. And North Korea is, threatening to send up a nuclear missile, nuclear warhead, and bomb Guam, which is a U.S. territory, which is a stupid thing for North Korea to try to do, because, America is huge. We could just literally destroy them in seconds, but then that's collateral damage towards South Korea, of course, and then, North Korea and China are allies, and you don't really want to destroy North Korea and China's, bond they have, because we have a bond with China, and we have a lot of products that are, produced over there, and so it's kind of like a win-lose situation. Of course, we get North Korea off the map, Kim Jong-un, or whatever his freaking name is, we could overtake North Korea and get them done with. But that is going to potentially hurt the economy, hurt our nation. It'd be a stupid choice to do. And Trump came out yesterday and said that if North Korea didn't take his warning to not send any more of these rhetoric type attempts out, that he would be, increasing his warnings to, basically take them out more or less, and things would not be happy and pretty for them. Well, I know this is already getting to 7 minutes long, 7.5 minutes now. From my standpoint, I have several friends who, over the last 8 years, although they did not approve of Barack Obama per se, they thought I was absolutely crazy for doing what I did. Buying firearms, buying ammunition, buying food, saving money, and buying gold and silver and that kind of stuff. Now the tables are turning, guys. I, and many like myself, are prepared for what we have been preparing for a long time. It's not just one single thing. It's not World War III per se. But those people who were calling me crazy, my friends, for many years, are now finally coming to me and asking for assistance. Not only in just prepping needs, but firearms and gold and silver and food and and gear and equipment and that kind of stuff. And I am more than happy to help them because they deserve it. But I wish they would have done it 8 years ago. It's never too late to get started. Well, it is too late to get started. But there comes a point in your life where you have to mature and realize that thinking one way is not always going to be the best way. Probably. Of course, maybe my thoughts and opinions are much different than they should be, or than yours, or my neighbors, or my friends, whatever it is. But people are finally waking up on the other side of the aisle. In fact, the other day I saw on YouTube or Facebook or something like that, an old some kind of advisor or something like that of Facebook quit Facebook because they saw what the future of our world was going to be, and basically being run by computers and robots, and they want to take their life back into control. And now I don't know if it was just a rhetoric, comedic piece or something like that, but the guy had purchased an island, northwest Washington, like north of Seattle or something like that, near the Canadian border, and he was basically building what people here in the States have been doing for years. He's got his food, he's got his firearms, he's got transportation to Canada, boats and ways to travel on the land and in the sea and stuff like that. And I do believe he was more the left-minded individual. Why is it taking this long for people to realize that things are going to happen no matter what your political opinions are? So, I mean, I'm not a fan of Donald Trump necessarily, and I definitely wasn't a fan of Barack Obama, but not being a fan or being a fan of either does not change what I need to be prepared for. I need to be prepared for everything that either party, either individual, any other nation can throw at myself, my friends, my family, those who are important to me. And I want to make sure that I can guide those who I care about through situations. And I'm extremely happy to see that I have people who have been, basically blindly following the sheep in the herd for many years, waking up and realizing that that's not the way to go, and that they need to be preparing themselves for what could happen. So anyways, I apologize for the video finally getting almost 12 minutes long, but it is what it is. Keep calm and carry on, guys. You guys stay safe out there. Get prepared. Start now.